G'day guys, what's going on? Nelson back here again. I feel like it's been ages since I've recorded a video, because the last video I recorded, the what I do in a day in isolation, I recorded that the same day that I recorded the video before it, so it's been like 6 days since I've recorded, because I'm actually filming this the day before it's meant to go up, which is probably a bad idea, given that I need to edit it, which will take a while. But oh well, that's my fault, I forgot to plan, but that's okay, we're still getting it up. So today's video is going to be my diet tips, how you can commit to a diet, or how you can just commit to eating healthier in general. So thanks for clicking on this video, and let's get into it. So I wanted to start this video off with my personal experience with diets and healthy eating. Now, I've always wanted to eat healthy, as I'm sure a lot of people do, because it's good for you. I have had my struggles with healthy eating. Not that I eat horribly, but especially about a year or two ago, I've tried to eat healthy, and then I've found myself just falling into the same thing of trying to eat healthy, eating healthy for a week, then falling back into eating junk food and not supporting my body enough. Like, that's happened so many times, it's not funny. So about 6 months ago, probably a month before I went vegan, I started trying to eat a bit healthier, and I followed the tips that I'm going to share with you in this video, and ever since I've actually been eating pretty healthy. Now, there have been the exception of the odd, I don't know, Turkish delight or like some chips, but mainly I've been really happy with the way I've been eating, and I'm just happy with the progress that I've made on my healthy eating journey. Now, all the tips that I'm going to share with you in this video are applicable to both diets and just healthy eating in general. Now, structure and routine are big influences of eating healthy. If you have a good structure and a good routine, I can almost guarantee that you guys will be able to eat a lot healthier. This is because by creating a structure or a routine in your day-to-day life, it starts to become natural to you, and you start to settle in to eating healthier, exercising, and all that sort of stuff. So by creating a routine, or just saying, look, I'm gonna eat healthy these days, you'll be set. How are we looking?
You're not filming?
I am. Now, a big part of my day-to-day life is exercise, and that's a big part of my routine as well. I try and get at least some sort of exercise every single day, whether that be a run, going to the gym, playing a bit of basketball. I just like to get that exercise in, and I think it's really important to get exercise in your day as well. Now, I'm sure that if you guys have seen my previous videos on the channel, you have seen me exercising at my gym at home and going on a run. Now, I like to include these because I value exercise very strongly. It's very important to me, and I think that you guys should also consider it important to you as well. Now, I'm not sure if it's just me, so I'm not sure if this applies to everyone, but as soon as I start exercising regularly, and I'm not saying you need to go on a marathon every day. Some days I go for a walk around my 3K block, and I know that walking might not seem like a lot of exercise, but it really does help, and it helps me just get that little bit of exercise in every day. And by doing this, again, I'm not sure if it is the same for you guys, but once I start to exercise regularly, I start to eat healthier. My mindset gets into the mindset of, I'm starting to exercise, you gotta support that exercise with good, clean foods. Now guys, I actually wanted to quickly touch on one thing that is so important and is overlooked, and people tend to think it's less important than it actually is, and that is water. Now, water is so important for everyone day to day, and it helps your body so much. Physically, it helps lose fat, but also it helps your brain work at its maximum capacity, and it prevents headaches, and it's just really, really good. And I strongly suggest that you start drinking more water, because it's also really good for your skin, your body, just everything. I know a lot of you guys will have had goals, and that's what I want to talk about next. Goals help with your diet, and that sounds really weird, I know, but let's say you want to do some dancing, you want to learn a dancing routine, okay? So your main goal, your long-term goal, is to get that dancing routine down pat. Now, I like to call them micro goals, because they're little goals that help lead up to the big end goal. Now, some micro goals might be learn a pirouette, Just learn different dance moves, put them together. But also, diet. If you start eating healthier, you'll be able to achieve the things that you want to achieve so much easier. I guarantee you. Diet helps with your endurance, your stamina, your strength. It helps with everything. And a lot of people overlook this. Now, one of my goals this year is to run a half marathon. A big part of that is diet. Like, of course, a big chunk of it is training as well. But if my diet isn't right, I'm not going to be able to do it to the level that I want to do it to. Now, when you choose a goal, whatever that may be, making it a priority will help so much. So, my running goal, I'm running 3 times a week, trying to get to that goal, making time for it. And again, this falls into the routine. By making my time to take time out of my day to make sure I'm running, that means that I'm falling into a routine of running 3 times a week, and that will start getting stuck in my head. And because I'm running, I'm eating healthier. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about is actually planning your food. Now, I know that might seem weird, and when I started this with my family, it was a bit weird, and some of the time I still forget to plan. But planning your food for the week helps so much. Like, I can't stress enough. I do it at my mum's house, so we plan out all our dinners for the week, and it just helps so much with everything. Now, planning your food for the week has quite a few benefits, I think. Some of which being, you can do all your shopping at once. Now, I know that might seem like a stupid benefit, when you think about it, how much time are you wasting every day deciding that what you want to have at like 4 o'clock, having to go out to the shops, get everything, then come back, when you could just do it all on one day? Now, I know that's what we do. We do our shoppings on Mondays or Tuesdays. We get everything for the week, and then that's our shopping done. Obviously, through the week, we might need some stock ups on different things, but for the most part, we get all our food at the start of the week. Now, another benefit to planning your food in advance for the week is you actually can control healthy foods. You can take a bit of time on the weekend to research, find recipe ideas that are healthy, yummy, good, and not impulse buy. Now, what I mean by impulse buy is you get to a Friday night, you've had a long week of work or school, and you just go, man, I could really go for some pizza or some fish and chips or whatever. That's something you want to avoid if you're trying to eat healthier. Because I'm not sure about you, but once I eat something unhealthy, I'm like, damn it, there goes all my progress. When that's not really the case. By planning in advance, you can pick healthy foods, and that means that you have the food and you have the plan for each individual night, so there's no room left for impulse buying. Now, don't get me wrong. If you have a pizza or if you have fish and chips one night, your progress isn't gonna go down the drain. You're not gonna lose all that progress that you've gained over the rest of the week. One way you can avoid this is like making things homemade. My sister has decided to make a smoothie, and that's going to be really annoying. But by planning out, it's so easy. You can plan on, let's say you want Friday night to be pizza night. You can easily just make homemade pizzas instead of buying out. Make them a bit healthier. And it takes a bit of the stress off choosing. Now, sometimes I get to the end of the day, I've been at school or whatever, and I get a text message from my dad going, hey mate, what do you want for dinner? And I go, oh, what do I want? And then I scramble, get kind of stressed out, not knowing what to pick because I've been busy all day. So by planning out in advance, you can save the stress and the panic of what you want to eat. Now, I also wanted to talk about junk food. Now, I know that if there's junk food in my house, I'm gonna be tempted, and I'm sure all of you will be tempted as well. So by limiting the amount of junk food in your house, you can limit the temptation to go off your healthy eating. Now, again, if you have a bag of chips or if you have some lollies, it's not gonna ruin your diet and it's not gonna ruin all your progress. But there's some of the things that we want to limit in our diets because of the processed sugar, fats, just everything. You want to try and lower it. Now, I know some of you are my age and you can't choose what's in your house, and that's totally okay. And some of you may have siblings that love junk food, so there's always junk food in your house. But even by telling them that you want to limit your junk food and that you can put that junk food somewhere else in your house, you could put it in your siblings' bedroom, so they have control over it, and just so somewhere where you don't need to actually see it, that will help your temptation a lot. Trust me, I try and do it, and it actually works surprisingly well, because if you don't know it's there, you can't eat it, right? By lowering the amount of junk food in your house, that actually allows you to find healthy snack alternatives. I know some people are a bit weary about that, but we get snack bags of chips at our house, and I used to love snacking on them. I've started eating healthier. I've found different snack alternatives, and if you want to see some healthy snack alternatives, comment down below because I'll be happy to make a video on that. But some of my favourites are apples with nut butter, whatever that being, there'd be peanut butter, almond butter. I love it. There's some date protein balls that I have. They're delicious, healthy. I've been really into fruit salads recently. So like cut up apple, bananas, some berries in there. I love them. And they're so good for you, full of antioxidants, and they're just a way better option than, let's say, chips. So by limiting the junk food in your house, you're actually opening up to a bunch of different snack alternatives that are a lot better for you. So that just about wraps up the video. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe down below. Make sure you comment down below what video you want to see next. I've got a few planned for the next week or so, but I'm genuinely curious as to what you guys want to see from me. Again, remember to check out the Blessed Camp link in the description of this video and use code Nelson if you're going to buy anything for 15% off your order. But apart from that, thanks for watching and I'll see you guys next time.